Welcome back to Stardew Valley. We are on episode 8, I believe, and today is Sunday the 14th, which means a couple of things. Well, first, according to the weather report, it's going to be sunny tomorrow. Today is not a very good luck day, and we have the Queen of Sauce. So this is on Sundays, you get the Queen of Sauce, which gives you a recipe, and today's recipe is coleslaw. So you can kind of make note of those recipes and the elements that make them up, or just know that you have the recipe. And a lot of the recipes, well, all the recipes are available on the interwebs. If you want to just look them up, that's your call. So we got a green bean there, and we already have one saved. And like an idiot, I'm going to sell the one that we harvested today. Not a huge deal, but what I should have done is just saved it as well, so that we've got an extra to donate to the community center. But again, not a big deal. It's only like 30 bucks or something for the green bean. So plans for the day. Today is Haley's birthday, and since we are going to court her, it is critical that we give her a gift, because that'll get us to probably 3 hearts with her, and I think you need to be at 4 in order for her to accept your invitation to dance at the Spring Festival, or the what's it called? The Flower Festival, I think. So we want to get up to 4 hearts, and this will get us right on the cusp of that mark. So that's one objective for the day. Also, since it's Sunday, the traveling cart is in town. Now, I have $0, but out of curiosity, I do want to go down there and look at what they've got, so we'll do that. Another thing we're doing here, we are going to build a second scarecrow, because if you notice there, one of my rice shoots is gone, because the crows got it. So my scarecrow there in the middle of the field is not close enough. I think it has to be within 8 spaces of the crop in any direction. So it does cover a lot of ground. It doesn't cover enough in this case though. But now we've got 2 scarecrows, and we're going to place them, and we are putting this wood flooring below them, because that will allow us to you plant it, and then the only way that it gets pulled up is if you actually hoe it like that. And the reason I'm hoeing up the floor along with it is because I'm actually going to place these in a different spot. So I'm going to put one over here, and then the other I'm going to put on the side over here by the pond. So we're kind of spreading them out to make sure we have everything covered for now. Eventually we'll have a lot more scarecrows, and we'll space them more aesthetically, or uniformly, so that they are aesthetically pleasing. So that's on the to-do list at some point. We don't need it yet. We won't have a whole lot else to do today. We'll probably go to the mines for a little bit, but it's a bad luck day, so it's not the ideal day to go to the mines. So we probably won't spend a whole lot of time there. And I don't think we have a ton of food sources saved in our chest up there by the mines. So we might not be able to go real deep. Anyway, I'd like to get down like 5 levels. So we'll see. I should probably skip the traveling cart, and I probably should have skipped that little cleanup effort right there and saved as much energy as I can, and then gone fishing with my extra time to stock up on some food. But whatevs. Ooh, we got lots of daffodils here, and a dandelion over there, and a leek up there. So apparently that indicates that Sunday is the day, or one of the days perhaps, where forageables respawn. So like they kind of refresh. So like if you go for a while and don't pick anything up, they'll, you know, multiply for like a week, and then I think it resets and you start over. So now we've got enough to craft another batch of wild seeds, and we've got our daffodil to give to Haley. So I think we are now prepared to go to the traveling cart and then to Haley, who by that time, or actually by this time, is probably already up by the fountain north of the downtown area. She likes to hang out there most days during the spring. There's Jazz. Jazz is still not very friendly toward me, but that's good for you, Jazz. You should not talk to strangers, and I'm still technically a stranger. Although, come on, there's like 20 people that live in this town, or 30 people, and I've been here for a couple of weeks. I've introduced myself to everyone, and of course, as you see here, there are the 5 rare seeds that I would really like to buy, but can't, because I have no money. So that's frustrating, but it is what it is. We're getting lots of forageables today, though. There's another horseradish, and I'm wondering if I should go down and get some of the spring onions, because I bet you there's a bunch down there too. For a bad luck day, there sure is a lot of stuff laying around for me to pick up and leverage. So, more rice shoots. Okay. We should be due to harvest and then replant some rice shoots in the next couple days too. So, it's good to replenish that source. Or that supply. Alright, I think there was one more horseradish up here. Yep. So we'll grab that. And now let's go find Haley. Is that what we're going to do? Or we might actually go to Clint's and open those geodes that we've got. So, I don't think there's any reason I can't do that, except for if I just flat out forget to do that. Which it appears maybe I'm in the process of doing here. Saying hello to some folks as I cut through town. Where am I going? Just rummaging through the trash. Maybe now I remember to go to Clint's? Well, we'll hit the beach first. Okay, there's a mussel. Is there anything else over there? Nope. So we got a mussel. Now we're going to head over across the bridge and hopefully get a bunch of stuff. There's a coral. A clam. And that is it. Still haven't seen any of the purple things. I think they're urchins. Have not seen any of those yet. So we ought to be due for one of those before long. Excuse me. Allergies have been getting me the last few days. So yeah. There's Lewis standing there staring at the calendar. Yeah, nobody runs against you for mayor, but it's not because you're doing such a great job. It's apparently just because nobody else has the ambition to be mayor in Pelican Town. Booyah! Haley's got a birthday gift, and now we have 3 hearts, and we can still give her one more gift this week, so we'll have to remember that. Lots of people out and about today that we've bumped into. Making friends. We are making friends. Another daffodil. There's, what's his name? Demetrius. Taking a break. There's a leek and another horseradish. So we are collecting a bunch of items that we can make some money off of. So even though we're at 0 cash right now. That'll change with what we're going to dump in there today. Plus we have cauliflower that should be close to being ready, and that'll be a decent haul. I think they're worth like 120 a piece, maybe, and there's going to be 9 of them, so that'll be over $1,000 if my recollection of their value is correct, but I'm not sure. Man, I really need some Benadryl or something. But for now, we're going to try and get through this recording without having to stop or try and search for the mute button on my headset, because frankly I don't really remember where it is. Nor do I really want to stop to cough or sniffle. Alright, we're almost out of energy, and we only have 3 chubs, which are good for 25 energy. So we're going to need to get some luck here and get some ladders without having to hit a whole bunch of rocks. So hopefully maybe one of these monsters will drop one. Come on, little green slime. Give me a ladder. Nope. And it's chub time. Boy, that is... Wait. Oh, it's silver chub. So that's 35 energy apiece. So we might have enough to get down to level 30, but it is not looking good. We're almost out of energy already from eating that chub. Jeez. Yeah, we're not going to get down that far. Which stinks, because we'll have to do these levels again. But we got some rocks, we got some ore, got a couple of geodes, and man, where is the ladder? Yeah, there is no way. It's going to take all our energy just to collect this copper ore, which is going to be our priority here. You know, I should probably kill that slime, because I still have the task of getting 10 green slimes so that I get accepted as a member of the Adventurers Guild. So we'll get this copper. It's nice that I only have to hit the copper ore twice now because of my pickaxe upgrade. Go back and get that rock. There you go. Holy crap. Yeah, we're out of energy. Kill this guy. Topaz. And now, yeah. I got nothing to eat. So, we will kill this slime and then go on about our day. Actually, there was a little groundhog thing over there. Let's get him. Those little guys are sneaky. It's like whack-a-mole. They pop up and nip you in the feet. We'll go down here just in case there's anything. Yeah, I can't even get that copper ore. So we'll kill any slimes that we can. How many does that leave us needing? Alright, we need one more. Let's see if there's one more laying around here. There's one down there. Okay. Can we get to it? Yep. So, kill these bugs. Got some bug meat for bait later. In fact, I should have the recipe for bait. But I don't have the upgraded rod, so it's not that big of a deal. Okay, we got our 10th slime, so our journal has updated, and now we can go to the Adventurers Guild. Okay, ladder's not up that way. Get away, bug. Get. Die. Alright, now you're in trouble, because... Yep. See, I won that battle. These bugs will just never learn. So, Alright, so we're pretty much now done for the day because we have no energy, and I think the Adventurers Guild is closed. It's 10 o'clock. Surely it's closed. So we'll start smelting. What did I do with that stuff? There we go. We'll start smelting another copper bar, and then we're going to bring a bunch of stuff home here. So let's get situated and decide what we want to bring. We want to bring everything we can to sell, and then our tools, obviously. So bring the rice shoots. Man, we got 8 geodes, so we got some geode cracking to do tomorrow. And we got 4 more spaces. Whatever, it doesn't really matter. Just grab some stuff and let's go. And be on about our day. So we're going to leave one spot actually open because we might run across a forageable on the way home. And we want to have a spot for it. So, plans for tomorrow. Tomorrow is Monday the 15th. Oh yeah, what we're doing here, we're going south because late at night, if you enter the town from the north, you get this cutscene. So we'll let you enjoy here. Linus is digging through the trash, which I do all the time. George is going to try and bust him. He's like, "Arr! What's going on around here? There's darn raccoons around here again. Those filthy varmints." So I come approach, and George is all of a sudden nice to me, even though he's never been nice to me before. Now he needs a favor, and he's like, "Oh, hey, buddy. Let's say you do me a favor. So go over there and scare away them raccoons." So I round the corner. There's Linus. He's embarrassed. And he's like, "Yeah, it was me. I'm sorry. It wasn't a raccoon. I was rummaging through the trash." Because he finds food and stuff in there. Linus, I wouldn't call him homeless, but he's a guy that takes advantage of his surroundings. And I tell him, "Look, dude, there's nothing to be ashamed of. We don't want stuff going to waste. In fact, I dig through the trash all the time. I found bread once. I found a field snack. I got copper once. There's sometimes really good stuff in there. So don't you worry about it, Linus. But stay out of George's trash if you don't mind." He's like, "You got it. I won't. But I am going to go over here and dig through Gus's garbage." Meanwhile, Evan basically just went behind the saloon. I don't know if he's like peeing on the back wall or what his deal is, but he's not far. And now Linus is embarrassed again, and Gus is like, "Hey man, it's okay. If you're hungry, you just come by and ask. I like to cook anyway, and I just so happen to have carried a basket of zucchini fritters out here, so you can have them." Well, that was awfully nice, Gus. Even gave him the spicy marinara to dip him in. Alright, now we're going home. Hello, little bunny. Alright, so tomorrow is Monday the 15th. And I don't think there's anything going on important. We'll go to Clint's and crack open those geodes. We're pretty much going to have to go fishing because we need a source of energy in the mines. So that's on the to-do list, although I really don't look forward to spending all day fishing, to be honest. At some point we might try and head up to the Adventurers Guild and get our membership approved. So you saw me grabbing those topaz, and the reason there is you don't need them for any recipes. I was saving them before because I wasn't sure, but I looked it up, and you don't really need them for anything. You can keep a couple in case somebody asks for them. I think there's one of the fish ponds. So when you get fish ponds, they get to where they're going to respawn whatever fish you put in there. And a lot of times they will ask you for stuff in order to be able to respawn. So you got to go get like an Omni Geode and throw it in the water. Or topaz, for example. So we'll keep a couple of them around for that reason. Now we're finding stuff to sell here. And that looks like a pretty good list there. So we've got a fair amount of items going in the bin. So we'll replenish our money supply at least a little bit. And then before the next time the traveling cart is around, we should have a decent amount of money saved up. And eventually we want to get to where we, like when we buy something, we are still left with like 10,000 bucks as a emergency stash. But I said eventually. So, ooh, we leveled up foraging, so now we can craft a kiln, which I pretty much never use. We can craft summer wild seeds, and then we're better at berry harvesting, and I forget which other one was up there, but alright, 1,400 bucks, not bad for a day's work. And now it is Monday the 15th, and like I said, we don't really have a whole lot to do today. It's going to be sunny again tomorrow. It is a very good luck day. That is awesome. And living off the land says, ooh, salmonberry season, and that is a good break because I said I don't really want to go fishing all day, and now I don't have to. Let's see, Granny is giving us advice on farming. And then, so I was saying I was going to go fishing, but now I don't really have to. What we'll probably end up doing for most of the day instead is going around and collecting salmon berries, because they are free. You just got to go pick them, and they are a really good source of energy. You can sell them, but they're not worth that much. But each one, I want to say, is 25 energy. So it's basically the equivalent of a regular chub. And if we go around town collecting them today, we should come back with well over 100 berries. So I am kind of excited about that. Okay, our rice is ready. We saw the little plus sign that shows up when you hover over it if they are ready to harvest. So let's finish watering our crops. We'll try and plant some more rice shoots, which, what do we got, 10 spaces down there? I don't even know if I have that many. We shall see. We've got rice that we'll sell. Then we will go foraging for salmon berries. There probably won't be a whole lot else to forage because of how much we found yesterday. Okay, we've got 9 rice shoots, which is almost all of what we have space for, and all of what's already watered, so that's good. So we'll get those planted. And then, did I water the cauliflower? I believe so. Looks like it. Okay, let's get situated here. Sell this stuff. Now, the good thing about it being salmonberry season is I won't need to really burn energy on anything else. So we'll just collect the salmon berries. So they're on those little like medium-sized bushes, and I just saw that there's one in the top right corner of my farm that I missed, but it's not a big deal. You'll find them there near the bus stop. You will find them down here all over the place. There are a few scattered around town, and then some up near the mines and on the northern side. Pretty much everywhere you would think of there being bushes. So, this is going to take a while. So, since we've already kind of talked about our plans for the day, we are now at the point in this episode where we have fun fact of the day. Alright, so today's fun fact is, a lot of people might know this already, but I still find it interesting. The world's largest desert is Antarctica. And the reason that's interesting is pretty obvious, is because most people think of its desert as a hot, sandy, dry place, which is one version of a desert, but the definition of a desert has everything to do with average rainfall on an annual basis, or average precipitation on an annual basis. I guess rainfall. And so in Antarctica, it never rains because if anything comes out of the sky, it is snow. Or yeah, snow. So there you have it. Antarctica is the world's largest desert. Write that down in your memory bank. That's your fun fact of the day. And alright, how many do we have so far? 60 something. Not bad. This is a pretty good haul, everybody. And like I said, this will allow us to avoid fishing, which is exciting. Man, got to her just a split second after she got into camera mode, so we can't talk to her. I still think that counts as like interaction, so that you get your friendship points. It's just yet another example of Haley being a straight up bitch in the early part of the game. But you just hang in there, because we'll get her turned around in terms of her attitude, not her body. Oh, that just put a visual in mind. I'm so sorry, because I probably just put that same visual in your mind. Anyway, we gotta change topics here. We are heading down to the beach. There probably won't be anything down here, so in hindsight, it's kind of dumb for me to even come down here. But hindsight is 2020. Oh, there's some coral. Okay, so that's not bad. So, what else do we need to do here? Head north, and then we got to go to Clint's, crack the geodes. We're going to steal these berries off of Lewis's property. And then after Clint's, I think the Adventurers Guild is open now, so we can swing by there. We won't buy anything, because our little sword that we have right now is, while it's terrible, it's sufficient, and there's not a huge value in getting an upgrade. You get in here long enough in the mines, eventually you'll hit something and it drops weapons. And the weapons aren't the greatest, but they are a little bit better than what we have right now. I think there's like a wooden club or something like that is, it does lots of damage. You don't swing it as fast as our little small sword that we have now, but you can really whoop some whoop some monsters with just one or two hits. So we'll see what we get. There's another daffodil. Check the garbage down here. Head into the museum and drop off some of the goodness that we got from the geodes. And we got a reward. That's good. See what we get. Probably a decoration. Oh, so we got, looks like one starfruit seed, and then a decoration. I'm getting a phone call. I don't know who it is, so we're gonna let that roll to voicemail, because it's a local number, which means it's probably somebody trying to contact me about my car's extended warranty, and I don't want to deal with that. So there you Um, there better be some berries over here. Right, there's one way up there. And we are approaching 100 salmon berries. So that is the equivalent of 2,500 energy, which is a lot. I mean, you start the day with 270. So, you know, we're talking basically 10 full days worth of energy in one stack. And it didn't cost us anything except time. So, we might sell a couple of salmon berries. In fact, we should probably sell one, because I think there's an achievement for selling like one of everything. We'll sell some eventually, but right now we'll probably keep them all. So, yeah, we are over 100. It's pretty good effort. I've had days where I've gotten a few more than that, but I feel like that's like in the second year. So there's one perk that you can pick with foraging where I think it drops an extra berry, or anytime you forage something it gives you double, or an extra one. So you do that, then all of a sudden you're getting a ton more berries. But by that point we really won't need to do much foraging anyway. It'll just be stuff to do to pass our day. So you saw there's a list on the wall in the Adventurers Guild, and it's got some, you know, benchmarks that once you kill a certain number of bugs or whatever, you go in there and they give you a little prize. We won't accomplish any of those for a while. While we're up here, we're actually going to grab the stuff out of the chest, as much as we can at least. Oh, and I also kind of showed you with the mouse a second ago, over to the east of the Adventurers Guild, there's a rock quarry over there. And I think you get access to it once you unlock the mine carts. But I can't remember if there's another way to get access to it, honestly. So, and then north of where I am right there, there's some boulders that get cleared at some point, and there's a train station up there. That's all I'm going to say about that for right now. There's some other stuff that goes on up there. There's a spa that you can go and refresh your energy, and all you have to do is just sit in it, and your energy refills pretty quickly. But it's so far out of the way that to me it's not real useful unless you're trying to do a bunch of mining in one day without consuming food. Where, you know, you go into the mines, you mine as much as you can, you run over to the spa, and then you run back. But you're talking losing like an hour plus every time you do that. And to me, you're better off just eating some food. Alright, so what can we put in here? That looks good. We got some stuff to put in the mining chest. And we have that little decoration thing that we will put in the homestead here in a second. We still have some energy to burn today. And now that I am recording the commentary, don't remember what we did with that energy. We probably just go cut some trees or break some rocks around the farm. But that'll be the last thing we do for the day for the most part. So yeah, we got 117 salmon berries. We got some bread, and that's a lot of food. So we are still stacking up a bunch of green algae. We're gonna need some seaweed. So put that down. There we go. Once we expand the house, we get the extension, we will rearrange a little bit in our farmhouse. We'll do some decorating occasionally, but I'm not real big on that stuff. I'm more focused on the tangible achievements of the game. So, we will cut down a few more trees here, and we're pretty much to the halfway point in terms of clearing off the farm. You know, there's still all the hardwood on this side and the big rocks down towards the south, but that's not. We're making progress. So, anywho, what do we want to do in the next episode? I'll tell you one thing I want to do for sure is plant our trees. We'll start our tree empire. Because we're getting to where we're going to end up with enough resources to start crafting tappers. I think they take wood and copper bars. So, you know, we've got a fair amount of wood, and we only have a couple of copper bars, but we'll get more. So, then once our trees are grown, we'll have some tappers stashed away to put on those trees. What am I doing here? Oh, I'm getting the trees. I'm getting the seeds ready to plant the trees. So we'll start with 10. I don't even know if we'll have room for that many, but we'll try. I should say room for that many where I want to put them. But that is it for this episode, y'all. So, thanks for watching. Drop a like, hit that subscribe button, and comment below, and we will see you all next time.